On the way to the tower.
On the way to the tower.
Or the lodge.
Or the lodge. We just finished the climber registration. How are you feeling? You think we're gonna send?
Oh, hell yeah. We're definitely sending. We're doing the dyno. We're wrapping with the 60 meter. It's going down.
It's all going down.
It's gonna be a good day. We saw a bison. We saw a bald eagle.
We saw a bald eagle.
We saw a marble smoke statue.
A lot of good omens this morning.
Yes, yes. The
Yeah.
stars are aligning.
Oh yeah.
Good weather. Psyched.
Psyched, yeah. Nothing more to say.
Yeah.
Alright. See you at the base of the climb. Hi everyone, editor Zoe here to give some more information about what is happening on screen. Here we are walking to the base of the climb and we're passing by some of these colorful prayer bundles tied to the trees. Bear Lodge is a very sacred spot for lots of groups in the region, and it has been for thousands of years. Throughout the video, I'm going to pop in and give some more context to the incredible history and culture surrounding this landmark. But for now, let me give you some more information about the climb. We're heading up the easiest way to the top, a route called Durrance. This was first climbed in 1938 by Jack Durrance and Harrison Butterworth. It is 6 pitches long, though we did an optional pitch 0, and it's about 700 feet of climbing total. The route supposedly goes at a 5.7, but I found this to be kind of a joke. This is old school grading mixed with a unique style of smooth off-width crack climbing, which if you aren't familiar with the technique, it feels much harder than a 5.7. You'll see me struggling up it here in a bit, but for now we turn off the main trail and head up a climber trail, eventually making it to the bowling alley, which is named for all the rocks that can tumble down through this area. Luckily on this day there were no rocks and I got started leading up pitch 0. Enjoy! Oh, there's climbers behind us. Here I am about to get started on my lead climb of pitch 1. This was a pretty spicy one for me to climb, but before we get to that, you gotta learn some more about the history of this landmark. So we're out in a really remote part of northeastern Wyoming right now, and the landmark was formed by a volcanic intrusion into the landscape about 65 million years ago, which slowly solidified into a pillar of igneous rock underground. This slow cooling process caused the rock to contract and fracture into these giant hexagonal columns that we see today. The softer ground around the tower then eroded away and left the more durable rock of the tower standing tall above the landscape with nothing else around it. There are several names for the monument that come from the culture surrounding the Great Plains. The Arapaho call it Bear's Teepee, the Kiowa call it Tree Rock, Cheyenne and Lakota call it Bear Lodge. Many of the names come from the fact that so many bears lived around the area and from legendary stories recounting conflict with giant bears. A common theme in the legends involve a fight against a giant bear and gods taking favor on people by springing the land upwards to protect them from the great bear clawing against the sides of the stone. Okay. According to the legends, this battle led to the formation of a mountain surging from the land, completely detached from any other mountains and being scratched up on all the sides. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the climb.
There's rusty batons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you whip on it?
I'd whip.
You whip? Oh.
Yeah. You already know I'd whip.
You seem pretty bold.
I'm pretty crazy with it. Not really, but
Let's say crazy, just bold.
Here I am on pitch 2. This is the Durrance crack. This is the hardest pitch on the climb. You'll watch me sort of struggle up it here. Chandler led it and made it look easy, but here I am on top rope kind of struggling up. Anyways, I feel like this would be a great place to talk about some of the history of the climbing on the lodge. The first known climb of the lodge took place in 1893 by Wyoming ranchers Bill Rogers and his business partner Willard Ripley. They had initially tried to fly a kite with a rope over the top of the tower, but in the process discovered a crack that went straight up to a flatter section on the south side called the Meadows. They had this absolutely insane idea at that point, seeing the crack, where they decided over the course of the next 3 years they would build a ladder up the side of the tower. They worked their way up, driving wooden stakes into the crack, and after constructing the ladder for 170 feet, they reached the Meadows, where they found they could scramble up to the top. On Independence Day, July 4th, 1893, they staged a big festival and charged admission. People came from all over the plains to come and watch them climb to the top of the tower, where they planted an American flag. This is the first known climb, but the modern climbing era didn't really start until the 1930s, when the legendary climber Fritz Wiesner came and made a daring first ascent in 1937. This was followed shortly after by Jack Durrance in 1938, which is the route that we're doing right now. Anyways, enjoy my struggle.
I fell. Oh, I got you. Watch me. Oh, that shit's hard. This thing's a 5'7"? In what world? Those old school guys were built different, man. What are they doing? Yeah, I've been seeing a bunch of wasps. No, I've been seeing wasps. For sure. Oh, really? That's sick. Yeah, just keep me tight for this. Not that tight. Alright, been hanging out too much with Ashley. My foot jams are not up to par for this pitch. This shit's scary. This is fucked up.
Yeah, this part is fucked up. Yeah, Joey, come on. Yeah. Got it. Come on. Yeah, grab that section.
Found a crimp. Hallelujah. What a prick.
That word. That is a prick of a setup for climbing off widths. That's so insane. I can't believe you just did that with that the whole time.
Yeah.
The lens has to be damaged.
Is it?
Does it get? I don't think so. It looks mint condition, but like, does it have a protective?
Climbing. Alright, climbing. This is like so awkward here.
Editor Zoe again. Some people may know that we are officially climbing at Devil's Tower National Monument, not Bear Lodge National Monument. So where did the name Devil's Tower come from, and why is it called that today? Variations of the name Bear Lodge have been a part of the regional culture for millennia, so much so that the first Western maps of the region have the monument correctly labeled as Bear Lodge. The name Devil's Tower originated in 1875 when an army commander in the area, Colonel Richard Dodge, wrote that the monument was called Bad God's Tower. Now there's some debate over whether this was an intentional misnaming or if he was given a bad translation. Either way, it stuck, and when the site was created as a national monument in 1906, it used this incorrect name. There have been petitions to officially rename the monument, but none have succeeded so far. I'm not sure how much I can add to this conversation as a simple climber, but I do want to wax poetic for a moment. I hope these petitions succeed in officially changing the name for many reasons, but least of all because Devil's Tower is a bad name. This landmark is not a demonic presence on the land. It's a place that collapses time and generations. As I was standing in this isolated part of the country, resting in the shade of the tower, I looked over the beautiful Belforche River Valley and could almost imagine what it must have been like for humans thousands of years ago stumbling upon this location. Seeing the river and valley opening up before them, land filled with bison and game, and somehow in this location there's already a jaw-dropping monolith of stone, equivalent to a 62-story building standing on its own. I can't claim to understand the cultural and religious significance of this site, but standing there I could certainly feel the wonder and connection to our ancient past.
Keep me tight here. That's good. Thank you. Hello.
Oh yeah, here we are.
Holy fuck.
That pitch was weird.
That traverse is so cool though.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we made it.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit. That's gotta be one of the hardest things I've done.
Yeah.
Yeah. The stupid GoPro.
Oh my god, I know.
And like all of the
Yeah.
off-width like takes more of your body, you know?
It does. It takes so much out of you.
It takes so much out of you.
It's just a battle for like 5 pitches.
Yeah. Cool. Fuck yeah. Summited.
Yeah, we made it.
We made it. Oh my god, that was hard. There's Chandler doing the ropes. And check out the view from up top. There's the marker over there. That was a hard day. No, better to have something in plan. Man, I can't believe that guy climbed the ladder. Then he just like did this.
He just went.
Fair enough.
Alright, this is my last time coming to you in post commentary. I do want to wrap up a couple things. Just some thoughts. I think climbing the lodge is a really strange thing. You know, we as climbers are trying to physically overcome and stand on the top of this place that's long been held sacred by 27 cultural groups, many of whom today view climbing the lodge as defacing a place of great spiritual importance. In modern times, there's been a push to enact a climbing closure during the month of June when most ceremonies take place, but currently this is voluntary and it only leads to a 75% reduction in climbers. I think as climbers, we're drawn to this amazing place. We view it as a playground, a way to test ourselves. I don't know if there's a way for climbers to coexist with the Cheyenne, Arapaho, Lakota, and all the other groups that view the lodge as a sacred space, but I think referring to it by the correct name would be a wonderful start. Anyways, here we are rappelling down. Now, typically, you should have a 70-meter rope when doing the rappel. And PSA, please bring a 70-meter rope since there are 3 35-meter rappels and 1 38-meter rappel. But we were rappelling on a 60-meter rope, and this made things a little bit more involved. We did this by flaking out an extra length of rope on one end to make one side 35 meters long, and then the short side got extended with a tag line. And for this, we used just an assortment of quick draws, cordelette, and slings, as you can see in the clips. This allows you to pull the rope out of the rappel anchors with the extended side. And luckily with this technique, we were able to safely get through all of the long rappels and even the final 38-meter rappel at the end. Anyways, that's it from me. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, right? We had to tack on like the whole cordelette, like just 4 more draws. We're on the ground.